G'day everybody, welcome back to another update from the Daylesford Railway. Behind me here we have the boys working hard at it, doing the laborious task of boxing in. This is 2 road and it's nearing completion. We've replaced all the sleepers, it's been re-railed, yeah, exciting times ahead because we'll be able to do our runarounds and finally get around to running our Y-class a lot more often, which is pretty exciting. Yeah, in this episode, we'll go over a bit of track work and yeah, how we roll with our Wayne works. So enjoy.
G'day all, it's Nick here. I'm back again to talk about our Electromatic Mark IV tamper that we've recently used to lift and line the relayed 2 road here in the Daylesford yard. So the machine itself both lifts and lines the track, and to do that it uses, it's a fairly basic system on it, but it works really well. It uses some projectors on the buggy that are out in front of the machine that's projecting essentially a flat line of light down to the receivers on the back of the machine. And then it has some mechanical flags on there. And once those flags break the beam, the machine will either stop lining or lifting on the tamping side. It's actually lifting the track during the lining operation. It's moving the track over till it breaks the beam. It literally picks the track up, moves the track over to where it needs to be in terms of its line, and then it's putting it back down because in this instance we're not tamping. So now you can see where we're actually tamping the track. It's lifting the track up till it actually breaks the surfacing beams now to get it nice and level, and then releasing the track and moving on to the next sleeper.
Here we see the Wayne Works crew hard at it with the final task of boxing in after completing the mammoth job of replacing over 300 timber sleepers and re-railing 2 road from end to end, replacing the 1874 60C rail to our repurposed 60D. All we have to do now is replace a few point timbers at the up and down end of the yard. With a bit of luck, in our next video, we'll have a demonstration of a runaround in action. Some additional activity has been happening up at Bellardo lately, with deliveries of second-hand full depth and low profile concrete sleepers. These were made available to the tourist and heritage rail sector, and these sleepers have come from the level crossing removal projects in Melbourne. The Daylesford Railway will utilise these sleepers in a planned re-railing project with a 3-kilometre section of line to be replaced with 80-pound rail.
What we've got here is the International AB 160 4-wheel drive high rail tip truck. Potentially the first high rail vehicle in the country as far as we're aware. It was built for one of the mine railways when they were being constructed back in the late 60s over in Western Australia. It's a little bit unique. Obviously it's got rail gear front and rear. Uses the rear tyres to drive and to brake. This one's unique though because it's got its own turntable. So you can run it out the track and basically pull up, put the turntable down, spin it around and go back again. We purchased this from Steam Ranger over in South Australia probably about 20 years ago. We've used it a number of times, but it was becoming very awkward to use as a vehicle on our track, and so it's been parked up for a number of years now, and obviously it's deteriorated further just being in the Daylesford climate. So what we've decided to do is we're going to donate it to the Gippsland Vehicle Collection down in Maffra, and hopefully it'll be a good home for it down there and it'll get looked after.
G'day everyone, my name's Hamish. I'm a volunteer here at the Daylesford Spa Country Railway. I was tasked this afternoon to getting our old 1960s international truck running. So first thing myself and our other volunteer Stuart have done. We replaced the battery, checked all the fluids, make sure there was coolant and oil in the truck, and once we've done that, Stuart pulled the line off here, sprayed a bit of Aerostart into the carburetor, and we cranked her over, and after a bit of fiddling she actually started, which was a bit of a surprise considering it's been a while since it started.
Here on the deck of our 1924 20-tonne VR weighbridge. We're going to weigh the truck for the purposes of their transport down to the museum in Gippsland. First thing we've got to do is calibrate the deck. Obviously it's got water on it at the moment from the rain we've been having, so that affects the overall weight. To calibrate the deck, what you've got to do is you make the deck live. And what we're trying to achieve with this knob here is zeroing the weight on the deck. To do that, we want this pendulum arm just to rise and touch under there, which it's not too bad, but we just wind that knob until it lifts up, and as you can see there, it's pretty close. So when it rises up just enough to touch it on its own and just hover there, that means that the deck is zeroed and you're ready to weigh. Truck positioned out there on the deck, which we zeroed earlier. To get an accurate weight of it, we've got to move the carriage along the pendulum arm. We believe the truck weighs about 6 to 7 tonnes on paperwork, so we'll see what it actually weighs. So we start off at the 6 tonne mark, make the weighbridge live, and definitely doesn't weigh 6 tonne, it's less than that, so we'll move it down to 5 tonne. And you gradually just increase on the scale here until the pendulum arm drops down. So we have a reading there of 5 tonnes, 720 kilos.
In some exciting news, we recently took delivery of South Geelong's former signal frame. One day this 20 lever frame will be put back to work, housed in a replica of the Daylesford signal box that we hope to build. For now we have securely stored and protected the signal frame from the elements. We thank VicTrack, V-Line, RTHV and contractors working at South Geelong Railway Station for their support and coordination with the assistance of the relocation of the signal lever frame. Righto, here we are with 396. As you can see, we're progressing well now with getting the first of the cladding on. We're getting into the nitty-gritty of being historically accurate here and using our slot-head screws. Slot-head screws that we had to source from America because there were none in Australia, believe it or not. And for any of those who know how annoying it can be to work with slot-head screws, we've actually come up with our own nylon bush here. It's a guide, it's got a brass bearing in the middle, nothing groundbreaking, but as you can see in the footage, it certainly helps and comes up nice. So it won't be long now before 396 here will get its coat of paint, push it outside, bring the next one in and do it all over again. We have a lot of things happening here at the railway, and obviously we'd like to keep you viewers interested in our works, and hopefully one day encourage some of you viewers, if not all, to come out and check out our railway or even become a part of it. So in the comments below, if there's anything that we haven't shown yet, or there's something of interest or a question that you've been wanting to ask, by all means enter it below, and we'll see what we can do for you on the next update or two. Apart from that, we'll leave you to it. Once again, if you like what you see, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.